Hey everybody, thought I'd share a little video of a launch that, well, one that I failed, the first one, and the second one that I was kind of pleased with myself. It was a crosswind launch and a little bit higher winds, a little bit more of a direct crosswind. Looking at the windsock there, I'd say the wind was coming not quite 90 degrees to what my intended path, launch path down the road, but maybe 70, 80 degrees. So I'm going to get set up, and I've done what I thought was a lot of crosswind launches. The plan is to get set up, and I'm going to take a step to my left because the wind is coming from my right. I want the right side of my wing to come up, kind of compensate for the fact that the wing is going to want to turn to the right into the wind, point into the wind. But the wind this particular day was going probably 5, 6 miles an hour, and the amount the wing turned and got pulled and pushed on me was just a lot more than what I was used to. Most of my what I call crosswind launches are in much lower wind conditions and maybe not quite such an angle either. And so, I'll get the side of the wing I want to come up first and then manage to kind of weave my way down the road. But obviously, that didn't work for me here. I just wasn't prepared. If I'd have noticed it, I probably could have turned, ran across the road, and then steered the wing down the road. But I wasn't practiced in that and didn't anticipate far enough ahead. So at this point, I'm kind of debating: do I want to pack up and take 10, 15 minutes to go around the corner, or can I pull it off here? So there's enough wind to kind of build a wall. I didn't think there's enough to pull the wing up in a reverse kiting situation, at least not reliably. And so thought I'd, okay, well, let's try it. Let's test my skills, see if I'm up to the challenge of this. I got the width of the road, and the plan at this point was to pull it up more or less directly into the wind and then kind of make the left turn and run down the road. And you can see I had an obstacle here right across the road. I got a road sign that pretty much I was going to be going straight into. So it wasn't going to be a case of being able to pull it up into the wind, and if I thought it was going good, hop the curb. If I didn't make the steering adjustment in time, I was gonna abort. And so kind of what the plan was: pull straight up, and then not just steering with the brake, but I made sure, I'm kind of getting ahead what you'll see here. I made sure, it's kind of tough with a camera angle, made sure that I would step to the right, so force the wing to go left. And so basically I'm going with my feet where I don't want the wing to go. And as you'll see here, I think I was pretty pleased with myself. It worked like a charm, and I managed to get off and get up. I guess the other thing I did, I really wanted the wing. I had the width of the road, which wasn't a whole lot to work with that sign there. Wanted the wing to really pop up quick and not have to do any extra running before it got up in the air, where I could do a little bit of steering and get moving in the way I want. So did kind of my low end technique of running up the engine. Here, I'm going to come at it. It's hard to tell with that camera angle, but I intentionally went more right and got the wing angled left. And as you can see, a little bit of brake on the left side, mostly with moving my feet to the right. I got it, got up and away for the day. It had been a while with all the rain coming through since I'd gotten some airtime, and fortunately it was well worth it. I'm not going to show much from the flight, but here's a little clip that once I got up. See the cloud layer above me. I'm going to do a little fast forward. I found one lone cloud hanging out on its own at about maybe 400 or 500 feet. So we'll fast forward on the approach to it, and then slow back down to real time. And it was kind of a nice little thing. I don't get to fly above the cloud, a cloud, let's say, very often in my area. I got a lot of jets and jet traffic, and just don't like to get up too high. The clouds are often up too high, and for me. But this was one I got to poke around the edges of it a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. It gave me a chance to take a little snapshot of my foot dragging duct tape racing foot above a cloud and send to my flying buddies. Post on my Instagram account there, and so they got a kick out of that. So anyway, enough of the clouds. It's just a normal flight, so we'll bring it in for a landing. You know, crosswind landing. A comment is. Basically not a big deal. Obviously, I gotta in this particular site, I gotta watch the power lines that kind of right off the end of the runway on my left, but get away from those, let myself drift into the road where I want to be, and bring it down. And you know, you can see I had enough wind to keep the wing up quite a bit. I don't think it would want to stay up completely, but allows me to put it down and bring this to a close. So yeah, hopefully maybe that helped a few folks learn something. Maybe you can point out something I did wrong. And just thanks for coming along for the ride, and take care, everybody.